Hello, I'm Dr. Cath from Shropshire Wildlife Trust, and I'm Engagement Officer with the Trust. One of the things I've been asked a lot in the last few weeks is about the huge amount of fruit we've got in the hedges and on the trees this year, and why it's all there, and why has it ripened early, and all this sort of thing. We're not predicting a hard winter, we're celebrating a really good spring. So spring this year was warm and dry. It was brilliant for the pollinators. So there was a lot of blossom. It wasn't damaged by rains and things. It wasn't frosted, and there were lots and lots of bees and things to pollinate it. So we've got lots of fruit this year, and some of it hanging in the hedges. You look at the hedge and it's absolutely red, and it's a very good year for tree fruit because this is what we call a mast year. There'll be maybe 10,000 acorns per oak tree. And they do that because if they produced a smaller number every year, they'd probably all get eaten by jays, squirrels, all those wood pigeons, mice, voles, all that sort of thing. And it wouldn't help the generation of the tree. You have to remember, of the 10,000 acorns on one oak tree, the chances are only one of them will grow to be a mature oak tree. So every so often they make a bumper crop so that there's plenty left over. There's far too many for everything to eat. If they did that every year, the populations of the things that ate them would be boosted, and every year there'd be more and more and more things wanting to eat acorns. So it's an insurance policy. If you do it every so often, there's not enough jays, wood pigeons, squirrels to eat them all. So lots and lots of acorns, fabulous things, beech nuts, hazelnuts, all that sort of thing. Really, really fruitful year. Is everything going to get eaten before the winter thrushes arrive? No, almost certainly not. Some of the earlier fruits are by already. So we've got things like, this is the last remaining bit of the elderberries, and most of them are completely gone by now. They've been eaten by something, or they've just fallen off. Blackberries as well. This is a sort of little remnant of a blackberry. Unripened ones that won't ripen now. They'll be finished. But things like the hawthorns, which are colouring the hedges at the moment, will stay on the tree quite late after the frosts, and they'll still be there. There's so many of them, they won't all have been eaten. They'll still be there for the winter thrushes. This is what they depend on. This is what they're flying down the hedgerows to eat, all those, when they get here from Scandinavia. So this is fieldfares, redwings, migrant blackbirds that come down from Sweden, Norway, these sort of places, and they'll all be absolutely feasting on this stuff. It's not in the interests of the tree to just drop its fruit and let it rot on the floor. It wants to be transported away from the parent tree. So we look at it and go, that's ripe. Why aren't the birds eating it? Birds see it in a different way from us. They see colours differently from us. They look at that and they go, that's not ready yet. In a few weeks' time, I can guarantee just on one day, it'll be picked clean. The blackbirds will descend on it and they'll all be gone. Same with the hollies. Usually, just the day before I plan to pick the holly berries for the natural Christmas decorations event, just before Christmas, and I'll be looking at it and going, oh, lots of lovely berries, that's absolutely great. And all ready to go out there, and I go out there in the morning and it's stripped clean. The missel thrushes have had every last one of them. If you're really worried about the birds not having enough fruit, there are things you can do. Gather up some crab apples. This is rather a large one, I know, but they come in lots of different sorts. Domesticated crab apples. This one's John Downey, and they'll store quite happily if you put them in one of those flat open boxes like the courgettes and things come in the supermarket. Lay them all out in a single layer, pop them in a cool shed somewhere, and then if there's really bad weather, it's really harsh, and you've got lots of redwings and fieldfares and blackbirds come to visit you, you can throw some out for them. They're not birds that will eat seed provided for bird feeders. They love fruits, that's what they're looking for. If you're even more worried, and this would be a really good thing to do, this is the time of year for planting bare-rooted trees and shrubs. And me ramping around the countryside, always finished off the film of me wandering off into the distance with a picture of my arse.